For nearly an entire month now, it's been cold, snowy, and uncharacteristically dark. You just want to curl up into bed and hibernate. But I can hear you say, "But Laura, you live in Colorado. That sort of weather comes part and parcel with living there." Well, I've called Colorado my home since I was 9 years old, so I can say with some amount of experience that no, January isn't usually like this. November through December, okay. February through March, sure. But January, no. This is not normal at all. If January is typically our warmer reprieve, our break that we get before the plunge back into the cold in February and March, what are February and March going to be like this year? But look what came out right as I went to my physical therapy appointment this morning. Woo! So it's looking like February might be better. We will see. So I just got back from my physical therapy again, and they're still working on that shoulder. It's still kind of stiff, but we're making progress. The next thing on the agenda is going to get my eye fixed. So we're making progress. As I promised last week, I was going to show you the blue penguin I've been working on. So you ready? Here he comes. There he is. And this little guy, he took a little bit more time than I usually have been taking during this project. A, because my shoulder was acting and flaring up because of the weather, I think. And also I just wanted to try a little bit more detail because I just can't help myself. So as you can see here, I've put together some clips of a time lapse so you can get an idea of my processes, how I put him together. So after I painted the penguin, I had to put him under a lot of heavy books because unfortunately the arches paper, or arche paper as the French would call it, the gummy edges that they put onto the watercolor blocks, they just don't seem to be working like they used to. It's either, you know, they changed the formula up a bit when they changed companies again, or it's just I have old blocks and maybe the gum doesn't gum like it used to and hold it down. So anyway, it buckled and I had to weigh it under the heaviest books I have for a couple of days. And so you can see how it flattened it out, but not completely. There was just still a little bit of buckling going on, but it's good enough for framing purposes, and that's the main reason why I did that. And I don't know if you remember earlier in the month, on one of my first vlogs that I did when I went to the mail, and I was talking about how I love getting mail and sending mail and getting letters the old-fashioned way. Well, look what came in the mail! A letter. It's from a dear friend of mine, Teresa. So let's open it up and see what she sent me. And I tend to cut my letters open with a letter opener or scissors, which some people find a little bit strange, but I like to keep the envelope and the letter in the envelope, and that way it's not all ripped up. Let's see here. Aww. It says Happy Valentine's Day. Isn't that cool? It says hand stamped by Teresa. Thank you, Teresa. You're awesome. Studio pro tip of the day: if you're working a lot and you get distracted and your hot beverage tends to get cold, use a thermos. And let's see, locally, news-wise, art news-wise, I'm hoping to see about doing the First Friday Art Walk, which happens this Friday. But if I'm not able to do that due to weather, I'll just stay in. Any other local news going on in the art world? I can't think of any shows off the top of my head, but I'll let you know if any more are coming up. I was a little disappointed to learn that my favorite get-together in the whole world, the Susan K. Black Foundation, it's a group of wildlife artists to get together every September up in DuBois, Wyoming, that got canceled this year for the first time, I think, in 22 years. So hopefully it'll come around in a different iteration. I think COVID and just sky rising prices and everything has just kind of done it in. But I just learned about this and I'll find out more and let you know. Okay, well, that's just about wraps it up for here today. I hope to keep doing this, so stay tuned next Wednesday. Have an awesome rest of your week. Thanks again so much for spending your time with me here in the studio, and keep warm. Unless you're somewhere really nice and warm, then keep cool. Bye.